Kip Heriage and Dr. Ranganathan into the debate now. Okay, gentlemen, 1 second. Let me bring in the other panelists. They've been waiting their turn. Come on. Dr. Ranganathan, we hear this all the time in India. There is a group of individuals, call them the Khan Market Consensus, as the Prime Minister does, or the Lutyens Lobby, or what have you. They say that fascists and Islamophobes and fake nationalists vote for Modi, yet it appears that he comes back. He defies the polls, he defies the exit pollsters, he comes back. So what's really happening here? Is it really an election between decency and deplorables? Let's put it in some amount of context here.
Yeah, good evening, Rahul. 3 issues here very quickly. Number one, I'm not so sure whether it is as clear-cut as that. I think it's really touch and go. In fact, there might be a status quo or a stalemate, and it might have to go to the Supreme Court. So we might be looking at President's rule, if you know what I mean. But before I come to the main thrust of my thesis, can I please stand up for my dear neighbor Bangladesh, because one of your panelists spoke in a very derisory tone, which is what I call, what has been happening in the last 4 or 5 years on both sides of the aisle, in this casual xenophobia. I mean, Bangladesh uses EVMs like we do. In fact, we supply Bangladesh EVMs for elections, and I can bet you if things go wrong on an election day in Bangladesh or India, what we say is, this isn't United States of America, come on, So it's the other way around. And as for this gentleman saying that this is supposed to be election day, not days, for heaven's sake, this is COVID. The time is COVID. And, 101 million Americans have voted through postal ballot, which is unprecedented. There are only 236 million listed American voters, and last election only 136 million voted. So 72%, if you were to look at the 2016 data, 72% of eligible Americans have already voted. So all their votes obviously have to be counted. It is preposterous for Donald Trump to have said we've already won when so many millions of votes have not been counted. And, coming finally to this issue of what you've been saying, you are absolutely right. In America, the tragedy is that it is a choice between the devil and the deep blue sea. Here you have Donald Trump, who is casually racist, no doubt, as far as your last panelist said, Biden is too, of course. But Donald Trump, as for if you're not American, both these candidates are terrible for the world. I mean, today we're talking about election day. Today is the day America has pulled out of the climate change treaty. So Donald Trump is going to be awful. He's inward looking, he's insular, he doesn't believe in global treaties, he doesn't believe in climate change, he wants the jobs not to go to India, to America, go back to America. So, on the other hand, we have Biden, who's exposed this whole kind of this laceration that was always present in America, this so-called Antifa, these commies, these junkies who are completely, Muppets, and they see their chance. So at the end of the day, I think the American elections are a window. They kind of reflect the type of America that has turned out an astonishingly divided nation. Okay. And I'm just too happy that, they call America as the greatest democracy in the world. I'm sorry. That mantle has been taken by India. So wake up, folks.